Hello everyone, welcome to the Dev Method. My name is Ricky. Haven't talked to you guys in a while, so today we're going to talk a little bit about Nextjs. I know I've talked about React on the channel before on a couple of other episodes. You might see some of the links if you go to the channel. But right now we're going to talk about Nextjs, and we're just going to do a quick intro to it. You might walk into a project, it's already been set up. So this is about setting up the project from scratch. And what are all the things you might need to think about? What are all the things that might need to be done? So we're gonna take a look at that today. So just quick intro to Nextjs. So essentially it is the React framework for production, as it says. But they say it's a framework, right? Because React itself says that it's a library. So this is tools and a little bit more features and structure built around using React in your project. So that's why we're going to take a look at it today. So the first thing that we could look at is like, why would you use this? Primarily, like at least the last couple years or so, you might use this not only for the structure that it has, but it also deploys to Vercel very well. So Vercel is like the place where you can deploy your project to. So that's pretty cool. And then there's also this idea of server-side rendering. So if you have a website that is like a blog, which is what I'm gonna be making, that would be great for server-side rendering. You need some of the SEO stuff, so this would be great for search engines as well. And it builds it on the server and then sends it to the client. Whereas like before, what would happen is that the client itself, or the web browser, the user's web browser, would build the website upon every new user interaction, new things that need to show up on the screen. That's all kind of just all the power of the web browser on that computer or on that smartphone or wherever the web browser is. So first thing I like to do when I look at something brand new is I look at the docs, and there's always like an intro, like how to get set up. And sometimes it's the most boring thing, but you might want to skip right past it if you've done these before, but it's also really interesting to take a look at, and also could be really beneficial and helpful down the line when you have issues. You might just randomly Google stuff or web search, whatever it is you're trying to figure out, and all of a sudden you end up on Stack Overflow, and then you don't know why it still doesn't work, and you get these strange answers and these things that are like, they work, but it's not really like the best thing for your project. And, since you've, procrastinated in a way and just went ahead and just started Google searching everything, now all of a sudden you're like stuck with like strange solutions that might not be the best for the overall project. So getting started on a project here, we're going to look up what it is we need. And here we got yarn create next app, or NPN or NPX. Create next app. So I think that's all we got to do. Here's npm install next React and React DOM, and then we should see it in here as well. So we could go down this road. I guess let's just try it. So let me open up my handy dandy terminal. Make it big for you guys. Let's use, I don't know, yarn. Why not? Let's just try it. If you know the difference between yarn and npm and you want me to do a video on that, go ahead and leave that in a comment in the description. Let's do yarn create next app. I don't even have yarn. All right, so we're not going to use yarn. npx create next app. Boom. It's going. Cool. Now we wait. Heyo, there it is. It's all built. Now the next thing it says to do is we have these scripts here. So we could just do start. We could do next dev. So we could run it. Let's just try that. npm run dev. Oh boy, doesn't work. Why is that? npm not able to, where are we? Oh, not even in the folder. Okay. npm run dev. All right, cool. So now I go to this website and it has the app there. Let's give it a try. Okay, there it is. documentation, examples, all that other cool stuff. So now I'm gonna open it up in Visual Studio Code, and that way we'll just have a little bit easier to read code editor for what we're working on. Okay, so first thing to look at is the just like the layout of the file structure. So I just want to show you some of this here, but essentially that is our file structure here. We've got pages as the top level, and then you have index.js, and then we also have underscore app.js. Very important files here because index is the very first place where all of your code goes. So it's like the main page. So if it was, ricky.com, it would go here and it would show this. So actually I'm looking at all this, and look at that. I got like styles already set up in here and all sorts of really good stuff. Let's just try a couple things. If you go back to the website with the documentation, the first thing we'll take a look at is pages, because that pages directory is really helpful. It talks about navigating from one page to another. And I want to show you a little bit of that. So we're going to make a page here, ricky.js. Okay, we'll do export default function. Make this a little bit bigger for you. Default function, just say Ricky. And then we'll do return hello Ricky. So that, okay, so we're back to normal here. Let me run the dev server. npm run dev. And it should be right here. Yeah, just says Ricky. Easy. All right, but let's import the Ricky component. How would we do that? Let's do it here. Okay, and let's just put these on separate lines so you can see this a little bit easier. All right, so hello Ricky actually comes from the Ricky component here. So great, cool. Now the only thing is like, what if we wanted to link to Ricky as the page? So that requires actually a link. So import link from next/link. Okay. And what we do is take out Ricky there, and we say this is a link with an href, and we do slash because of that folder structure, right? So the folder structure right now in pages is just going to be /Ricky. So we'll put that in there, /Ricky. Okay, and put in a anchor tag here, go to Ricky, like so. Okay, now it says go to Ricky. There, if I just click on that, it actually goes to hello Ricky. So great, cool. The other thing about this though too is our CSS. So like, yeah, so we have CSS here in our styles, but how do we like include more? Like I want to like use the Ricky styling. So if I add a file here, I'll call it ricky.css, and I only have two things here. I have things that change you to the color red, and then also to the color green. So I'm just making two classes, two selectors here for CSS. Color, green, like so. But then how do I use this, right? Because if we go to the Ricky page, I want that hello Ricky text to be, let's say, class name, to be red, okay? All right, so now let me go back here, whoops. So now if it's go to Ricky, then see it's not red yet. Why is that? Well, in our underscore app, remember I said that would be really helpful here to know about, we need to import our CSS. So styles/ricky.css. And then that way they can be used. Now here's a great example of what happens when something goes wrong. I accidentally put in here the incorrect spelling for import, so it's completely wrong JavaScript to write. And here it says failed to compile, and then it's pointing out where in the code it might think that that issue starts, and it is dead on. I just spelled import wrong. Now it doesn't know I spelled import wrong, but that's the idea. So then here I am with my styles. Let me make this website just a little bit bigger here. So let's go back. Here's the go to Ricky link, right? Now here's the other thing too, in Ricky, maybe I want to have like an override here. The text decoration should be like, I don't know, dotted. So now if I, whoop, not dotted, it's not what I wanted. Line through. There we go. Yeah, so you see like all the links will now have line through, a strike through here. Click on it, go to the Ricky component. So that's pretty simple, right? So thanks guys for watching. If you guys have any other questions about just some of these getting starteds, about like adding styles, or in this case, doing the pages as just a getting started on Next.js, let me know in the comments below. If you guys have requests on what you want to see more with Next.js, let's go ahead and do that. Notice I did not try and use Code Sandbox this time to start this project. I ran into some problems when using the underscore app.js file, and I wanted it to reload, so would recommend doing it on your local setup on your computer. But if you guys have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, thanks for tuning in.